Hello and welcome to a course on exam techniques for Grade 12 Mathematics. Thank you for the opportunity to share knowledge on terms of algebra and how they produce a solution in mathematics. Here, the focus is on how to use the Bodmas rule to simplify various quadratic or exponential expressions into their standard forms. Ultimately, singular values of a mathematical expression are obtained as solutions to a standard form. Now, let us see how all this comes together in a typical exam session. Suppose the problem is to find singular values of a product of x and x minus 3. From the nota bene stated on this slide, either x equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. Therefore, the solution is x equals either 0 or 3. Next, the problem is to solve for x in the equation given as 2x squared plus 1 equals 4x. The first step standardizes the given equation. The equation becomes 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. Notice that the roots of this equation are irrational. As such, quadratic formulas can be used. First, identify the values of a, then b, and then c. These values are a equals positive 2, then b equals negative 4, and then c equals positive 1. Plug these values into the formula as shown in this slide. Then, the formulae must be evaluated first with respect to a positive square root so that the solution equals 2.22. And lastly, evaluate the formula once more, this time with respect to a negative square root. Then, x equals negative 0.22. Consider the inequality given by x squared minus 2x minus 3 greater than 0. Both intercepts of x and y are necessary to define the solution for this inequality. X-intercepts are obtained assuming equality instead of inequality. The expression x squared minus 2x minus 3 has two factors. The first factor is x minus 3 because the middle term has a negative sign. The second factor is x plus 1, so that negative 3 times positive 1 gives the constant term of the expression. That is, a constant is negative 1. For y-intercept, let x equal 0 so that the intercept is negative 3. Importantly, note that y-intercept is negative, that is, less than 0. On the other hand, the expression x squared minus 2x minus 3 must be positive, that is, greater than 0. Accordingly, since x-intercepts are negative 1 and positive 3, the solution of x is in the intervals defined by negative 1 less than x and x greater than 3. Consider next an expression of exponential form given by base 2 exponent 2x minus base 2 exponent the sum of x and 2 minus 32 equals 0. Note that to solve for x, this equation will be standardized in terms of base 2 exponent x. So the equation becomes base 2 exponent x all raised by 2 minus base 2 exponent x times 2 squared minus 32 equals 0. And then let k equal 2 exponent x so that the expression is a standardized quadratic form given by k squared minus 4k minus 32 equals 0. This is factorized by either k minus 8 or k plus 4, which is simplified to obtain singular values of k as either k equals 8 or k equals negative 4. However, x is undefined if k is negative. Therefore, only k equals 8 is a solution. Furthermore, prime factors of any constant, such as 8, should be confirmed using a pocket calculator. Lastly, since base 2 exponent x equals base 2 exponent 3, the bases are the same, so x equals 3. Consider an expression with a square root that is defined as the square root of a sum of negative 2x and 4 minus x equal to 2. Note that a square root of a function is like raising a function to an exponent of a fraction of 1 over 2. Then square each term on both the left and the right side of the equation. The equation becomes negative 2x plus 4 equals the square of the sum of 2 and x. The process of simplifying continues in the next slide. The expression can be simplified through BODMAS rule so that there are two factors of a quadratic equation, that is, x and x plus 6. Therefore, x equals 0 or x equals negative 6. It is necessary to test if singular values are valid with respect to the fractional exponent. That is, substituting a singular value does not result in a square root of a negative number. The function negative 2x plus 4 must be positive for any valid value of x. For x equals negative 6, the test function equals 16. That is, the test function is positive. Therefore, x equals negative 6 is a valid solution. For x equals 0, the test function equals 2. That is, the test function is positive. Therefore, x equals 0 is a valid solution. In this instance, two equations are given to solve both x and y simultaneously. A linear equation, labeled number 1, is given as 2x plus y equal to 3. And a quadratic equation, labeled number 2, is given as y squared plus xy equals 2. From equation labeled 1, an equation labeled number 3 is defined as y equal 3 minus 2x. Then substitute equation number 3 into equation number 2 as shown in the slide. The equation in the previous slide is simplified using BODMAS rule. This gives a standard quadratic equation, that is, 2x squared minus 9x plus 7 equals 0. The equation is factorized by 2x minus 7 and x plus 1. Therefore, x equals 7 over 2, or x equals negative 1. Lastly, substitute values of x into equation number 3 to obtain values of y. For x equals negative 1, y equals 5. For x equals 7 over 2, y equals negative 4. The last question considers the function of a product of real numbers as defined in this slide. Note that all terms in the product are greater than 1 but less than 2. Therefore, the function of such a product will always be within these limits. That is, there is no value of n such that the function will be an integer. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on exam techniques for mathematics questions on algebra. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video for more likewise, and share it with like-minded friends. See you next time!